Welcome to 30 Teens and 30 Dreams and 30 Destination Universities. I'm your host, Dr. Cynthia Colon, founder of Dream College Academy and College Essay Bootcamp. We are doing a special series the entire month of April. We're interviewing a different student every single day for them to tell about their journey, their college admission journey, what hits they had and what misses they had, and where they're going to be headed off to college. So if you are a college-bound teen, or you are a parent or a champion of one, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. So welcome, and we're so glad you're here. Today, we're going to meet Steve. Steve hails from Southern California and loves entrepreneurship, and also is a Red Sox fan. So today you're going to find out how he managed to pair all of that together and find and land at his dream at college. So without further ado, we're going to get started here in just a second, but I just want to say out loud to all those parents and champions who are out there watching, if you do nothing else today, we are welcoming you to our Facebook group, Destination University, YOU. There you'll find all the parents of college-bound teens. Okay, so Steve, we're going to unmute yourself and we'll do a sound check. So hi there, Steve. Are you ready to rock and roll?
Yeah. Hello, is this okay?
Hi. Yep, we can hear you perfectly fine. All right, fantastic. So we're going to just get started with the first question. Is really always for everybody, sort of just share with our viewers and listeners, where did you apply to college and how did you come up with that list of colleges?
So like the whole total of colleges, or like just the one school that I got into?
Yeah, give us a sample of maybe
Okay.
6 schools that you applied to.
Okay,
How did you decide on that?
the colleges that I applied to were Arizona State, Oregon, Providence, Northeastern, and Babson. And the reason why I came up with those lists is because some of them I knew that I could just get into, and then some of them I knew had a really good business college, which is what I wanted to study.
That is awesome. So I love that you said that you were looking for some that you can just get into, right? Everybody needs a good list and has a range, and knowing, we call them safety schools, or we call them sort of target schools. So I love that you said that. So really the next question is, as you were making that list and as you were planning to go to college, I know you attend a private Catholic school, so I don't think the question was ever if Steve is going to college, but rather where Steve is going to college. So what did you do, along the way? What did you do right? What are some things, little tips that you might offer to students who are freshman year, sophomore year, going through this process?
What I would say is you should start as early as you can, because the earlier you start, the more you are ahead on where you want to try to go to or try to study and stuff. Because I started my sophomore year, towards the end of my sophomore year, because it just helped me get ahead of everybody else.
And what are some things that you did sophomore year? And I don't know if you did any summer programs or you took extra math courses, knowing that you wanted to go into business. What were some of those things that you did even as early as sophomore year?
So I basically I didn't get ahead in any classes, but I just started looking for schools that I was wanting to go to. I went and toured a bunch of schools and stuff like that. But junior year, I was supposed to go and take a business summer, I don't know what it would be called, but a Shark Tank kind of event. Yeah, a summer program that's kind of like a Shark Tank kind of event, but it got canceled because of COVID. So I mean, it kind of sucked, but that was one thing that I did to try to figure out if I really wanted to do this.
That sounds like it would have been super fun. What program was it, or what college was it through? Just so other viewers can maybe.
I'm pretty sure it was through Yale.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Okay, that's a good little tip for people to look up. Now, a lot of times we talk to students about, along the way, what is your coolness factor? What's sort of something that sets you apart? Students ask us all the time, what's going to make me unique? What's going to make me stand out? And for you, obviously you have this love for business and entrepreneurship, but why don't you describe in your own words, what do you think, looking back, was your coolness factor?
So one thing that kind of like set me apart from everybody else was that I'm dyslexic, and I didn't really learn how to read until I was like in 8th grade. So it was kind of like a whole thing for me to just like get good grades in school, because like during like middle school and stuff, like I didn't always do like the best in all my classes and stuff, but then in like high school, I've pretty much gotten like all A's every year. So it's been good through that. And then one other thing that kind of makes me cool is that I like to play baseball, and so that would be one other thing.
Okay, Steve, thank you so much for sharing, because I remember your essay, and I've read hundreds of essays since in last summer, and I remember your essay about exactly what you just said about reading, and you said you really learned how to best read in 8th grade, and then it really changed everything. So
Mhm.
you weren't scared to talk about that as part of your application. And what Steve is saying, everyone, is that is something that's his story. That's his story. That's his coolness factor. That's what sets him apart. And so don't be afraid to be authentically you and share your story, and how, what basically you were doing is sharing how you overcame that obstacle, and then how you pivoted in high school, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Now, I also want to, if I remember correctly, either one or both of your parents is an entrepreneur or has a business background. Am I correct? Like, how did that influence what you ultimately want to do as a career?
So yeah, both my parents had like business in their background, but my dad was he worked in the stock market for for a really long time, which like I really wanted to do. But I also want to maybe be a real estate agent because my aunt's that, and so that kind of had an effect on me too.
Awesome. Awesome. Great. Love that connection there. And you have some options there. So before we get to the reveal, there's one question I want to ask, and that is, most teenagers have at least one regret, something that they wish they would have done differently or something like that. So looking back, is there anything that you regret or would have done differently?
Um, One thing that I would have done differently is I guess I wish that I would have applied to a few more challenging schools that I might have been able to get into, but I mean, I think I did a lot that I could have done. Um, I guess another thing is maybe tried harder in certain classes, like maybe taking a few more like honors or AP classes or something like that, because they kind of like help you get into colleges, because they can either raise your grade point average and stuff like that. But I mean, as long as you are studying hard and stuff, it kind of just depends on your effort and on where you apply and where you try to get into.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. You're the second person that said that about wishing they would have applied to a couple more reach schools, or what we call reach or realistic reaches. So yeah,
Mhm.
interesting. Okay, so before you say where you are headed, tell us the three that you narrowed it down to, and then reveal where you're going. So what were your top three at the end of the day?
So the top three that I narrowed it down to was Providence, Oregon, and Babson.
Okay, and what did you choose?
Um, I chose Babson as
Yay!
my
Babson! Oh my gosh, congratulations.
yeah.
Okay, say hi, mom, dad. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, mom and dad. I've got my little green for Babson,
We're
party
very
hat.
proud of Steve. Very proud of him.
Dad, nice to meet you, Dad. Yes, you should be proud of Steve. So, Steve, tell us, or any of you, how or why Babson? Why did you ultimately choose that? Why does that feel home to you?
The reason why I chose Babson was because it's the best for It's the #1 entrepreneurship college in the USA, and I just really wanted to major in business and entrepreneurship, so I chose that because that's what I want to study.
I would say it's not too bad of a deal also that you're a big Red Sox fan
Yeah,
and you'll
that
be
too.
close.
Yeah.
So you found a way to tie all of that in. Now,
Yeah.
Mom and Dad, come on in. And so I can't remember, what is the family's tie to Boston? Are one of you from Boston?
No, I actually got my MBA at Babson. So he's following in my footsteps.
Yes. Oh, thanks for saying that. So you're technically a legacy student at Babson, but I couldn't, because I see the pictures on Facebook, the Red Sox, and I couldn't remember if one of you was actually like had lived there or whatnot, but that is fabulous. How often do you guys get to, well, minus the last year, but do you, are you able to get to games regularly every year?
Not really, but like
Been
we
to
go to
quite a
like
few.
Angels games and stuff because we're playing the Red Sox, but like we've been to like a few, but like we don't go like every month and stuff.
What about
But
the World-
we go to a
what
lot.
about the
We've
World
gone
Series
once a
team?
year. Yes.
Steve, what about the
Yeah.
World
Oh,
Series?
well, I have visited about 15 or 16 baseball parks, but I have not been to a Red Sox game. So Steve, I might have to come visit you and treat you to a baseball game.
That'd be fun.
So, all right, awesome. Mom, Dad, do you have anything to say or share with the world about your amazing son, Steve?
Just amazingly proud of him
Yeah,
and how
we're
much
very
the effort he put in, and the uphill battle, and never said can't.
That is probably the best testament of this process. You have to be willing to just go for it. And Steve, you did. We're really proud of you for all the efforts that you put in. I remember last summer and in the fall. So, All right, hold tight. Let me just do a little quick wrap up, and then we'll all wave goodbye to our viewers here. Okay, so, oops, what did I do with my glasses? All right, hold tight right now. Well, everyone, there you heard it live from Steve's mouth. It's all about mindset. It's all about, I never saying I can't, but just going for your dreams. So we could not be more proud of Steve. If you want to learn more about the application process, or just really about the essays and the role they play in the application process, I'll drop a link in the comments so you can take the free training and learn more about that. You can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and these videos will also be available on YouTube later this year in June. Tomorrow, you're going to meet Charlie. Charlie is also from Southern California. He's been admitted to several Catholic colleges and is going to be headed to college in pursuing mechanical engineering. Charlie loves to build custom bikes, so you'll meet Charlie tomorrow. Just want to thank the team, everyone. It takes a village to make all of this happen. Again, we're doing a complete series every single day in April, so join us every single day to find out about a new teen who had a dream and where they'll land as their destination. All right, Steve. So Steve, Mom and Dad, just wave to everyone and say good luck to everyone as they embark on their own journey. Congratulations, Steve. Super, super proud of you. Go out and make sure you have double scoop of ice cream. All right.
Thank you.
Bye now.